Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, we're on the way. And he was quick to react. He's looking to set free a runner. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Has a goal! And another try! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Oh no, what has happened here? Ribery finds himself offside. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
DiMarco aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Rafael Leao. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Decent hit! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Xiao makes the interception. So we're still where we started right now. Barella. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Played back in. Xiao. Approaching the half-hour mark. And they're back on the ball again. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Benacer. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Dida catches it safely. Dumfries. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Ribery. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's had it taken off him. Martinez. Schneider. In comes the cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out Osimhen! They've scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
After 44 minutes is number 99.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Sambo Anguissa. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. A real chance if he can get through. Pinches it off him. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I see this guy Pavard as one of the best right-backs in the world. Although he always states his desire to play in a more central position, especially when it comes to carrying the ball forward. He's extremely adept, and let's see how well he links up with players ahead of him, Peter. He's very smart. Keep an eye on him at times. Ribéry made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Ashlani. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Taremi. And he's cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's a sharp little ball here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Osimhen, and he's intervened well there. And that's really well manoeuvred. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Ribéry. Engages and forces him off the ball. Çalhanoğlu. Now that's well seen too. Benacer. Kvaratskhelia. Fires from distance. Nicely weighted ball. And they're back on the ball. Now the finish! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Hernandez. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They've got it again. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
And just a quick reminder today.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter.
Kvaratskhelia! No mistake! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. So off we go then. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And the pass has been well intercepted. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, shooting chance! Osimhen! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Ribéry. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Osimhen. Zaborgisa! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Calabria getting this one clear. And that's played to a promising move. Tomori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Driving forward. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made...
Terrific header! Goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Benacer. So, what can they make of this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Anguissa. Kvaratskhelia.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Costa Curta. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Luis Alberto. Luis Alberto. He's had it taken off him. Osimhen. There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Milan find a position of real strength now. And the whistle goes for half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
And now, I'd just like to read out
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Milan have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. There's the start of the second half. Pulisic, he's found the way through. Oh, it's and he's heaved away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Ribéry gets through on his own. Great chance! It's a goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Milan are having a ball here. Played out to the left flank. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he can clear it away. Nicely weighted ball. The idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
That has been cut short. Luis Alberto. Tomori makes the interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Forwards and with intent.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Tomori. More and more pressure on the ball here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Looks for the finish. Hernandez. That's really well cleared. Osimhen. He's looking to set free a runner. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but a mighty effort! He's put it wide.
Milan just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Substitution for man, number 99, Osimhen.
So, time
Number
for changes
8,
on both sides, actually.
Number 10, Luis Alberto. Coming on the field, number
Good-looking
22,
ball.
Lautaro
That was not
Martinez. Number 17, Rafael Leão. Number 29, Fofana. Substitution in progress.
Each one through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. That's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Costa Curta. And time is up. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place. Well,
my feelings. I've been searching for all time for the dream that I believe in. a deeper love. Set my spirit free. I found a deeper love. Open up my mind, set my spirit free. I found a deeper love. Deeper, deeper, deeper. I found a deeper love. Open up my mind, set my spirit free. I found a deeper love. Open up my mind, set my spirit free. I found a deeper love. Oh, yeah. Spirit free. I found a deeper love. Open up my mind, set my spirit free. I found a deeper love. Oh, yeah. I found a deeper love. Oh, a deeper love. Deeper Open up my mind, my spirit's free. I know I'll find a deeper love in me. Open up my mind, my spirit's free. I know I'll find a deeper love in me. Open up my mind, my spirit's free. I know I'll find a deeper love in me. Open up my mind, my spirit's free. I know I'll find a deeper love in me. Deep into the deep.
Give it freedom. Give it peace. Show me what you need.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you just join us, we are already underway. That's a lovely neat pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Interesting ball. Deftly out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's really well manoeuvred.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Ter Stegen is there to clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Belletti. Beckham. Can he get it through? So what can they make of this? And he's found a way past. And here, hits one! Goal! Manchester United! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Roberto Carlos. And that has left him in a heap. Lahm made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And reclaimed it in a trice. David Villa. And he's heaved it away. Nicely aimed pass. David Villa. Drogba. Ter Stegen deals with it effortlessly. Oh, that great hit! Drilled in low. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Just off target.
There will be 1 minute added
Time and again they are repelled. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. What do you look back on the first 45
And a
minutes?
quick reminder
Haven't
today
played
that
that
parking in
badly.
the area
Getting
around
caught
the
again
stadium
on the
is strictly
counter-attack
forbidden.
is unlikely.
Please
They're
use
switched
parking
on to
provided by
that
the club or
and
any
still
other
very
paid
much in
parking
this game.
facilities in the area.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice.
It's a mighty effort! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, it's Beckham. Mateus. Can he spark a counter here? Alexander-Arnold. He's looking to set free a runner. Here's David Villa! Irwin. No way through. And he's So too happy to take that back. Oh, shoot, it's Drogba! Cafu is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Lam. Header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
It's
headed upfield. Now it's Drogba. Looking for a run. Roberto Carlos. And he was alert to it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Couldn't squeeze it through. Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence. Drogba. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! Do not write them off! Back they come! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Roberto Carlos. And that has been clubbed away.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please...
Oh no, what has happened here?
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Mbappe. Number 10, Messi. Number 20,
Done delicately.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field, number 21.
No, that's been intercepted.
Number 11, Didier Drogba.
Oh, super find. And he's had a hit! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This time, surely! And the ball's come loose here. And he's let fly! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
In for a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Kante gathers from the goal kick. Darwin. Oh, there's the clearance. And that's that. Manchester United can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester United really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We have already started here. Oh, this looks sharp. Iniesta tries making a foray down the right, and he's in on goal. Mbappe! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
So precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of attacking at its finest. Real colour trust.
I doubt very much that this was in a script. Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Short changes him with that pass. Conte is offering some sort of an apology there.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi. Gerrard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Baresi cuts out the pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Messi. And through to the goalkeeper. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold hurtling down that right flank. That is lovely. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe!
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Has a shot! Cafu.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get it through?
This is the time you need that pace.
He is through here. Can he finish? Oh, another save.
Messi can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And there is the half-time whistle. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush,
Fellow
Peter. It's
attendees,
been
this
fairly
is a
flat,
lost
and the supports have had
children
little to
announcement.
cheer about,
With
so
the
an awful lot of
father boy in a
questions
yellow
have got to be
t-shirt
asked,
kindly make his
and the
way to
answers
the
need to be
information
found in a
centre.
hurry.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on to replace
There's
him
the start of the
is
second half.
Number 9, Darwin
Well, I think
Núñez.
starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Oh, it's come loose. Davis is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And the counter is on. There's a look and place it forward. Real chance! Yes, it's in! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Manchester United grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing
Into this match
here, but there was no way through. And the break is on. Messi. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ruben Dias makes the interception. Looking for the run.
Mbappe really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And he can clear it away. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Gerrard. And he's intervened well there. Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. And it's Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. Now that's well seen too. And here's Mbappe.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
That is good strength. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, that's a key interception. Iniesta. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. And he's heaved it away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
The final seconds now. Iniesta crosses. Van Dijk tries to clear. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack, and few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Just ruffled a few. Nunez! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted, and now that they're celebrating the opener.
Tries a shot! And he's managed to get rid. Nakata. Nakata. It's Nakata! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper.
Has a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Great ball. Roberto Baggio! They've done it! And the comeback is complete. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cambiasso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mancini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left here.
Gatti. And Mancini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the runner. And here's Messi. Great chance! And again the keeper stands strong. And the counter is on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Messi. Can he put it away? Oh, another save. Manchester United with the corner, there first. Nakata can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back in. And that has been knocked clear.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. Davids. Good spot, he's seen the run. And the first half is done. So a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides. Neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. So we reach the halfway point.
Just a quick
Well, what a
request
half.
today for
It's
everybody
been
to
pulsating
please
and
kindly
totally
remove
absorbing.
any cars
We're
parked
actually
on the
headed
road
for
outside the
a
stadium.
potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Mbappe. Coming on the field is
Here we go again.
number 21.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game.
Goes in for the header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And claimed it back swiftly. Played out towards the right wing. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Beckenbauer. Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. Del Piero! It's fallen kindly here! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes...
Has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Del Piero. Had a shot! Cuts back off the post! And one more try! And he's quick to get it clear
The
again.
attendance for this match was 71,550.
Cafu. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Beckham with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Nakata. And it's Baggio. Looking for option. And the shots! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So now the difference is 3. He's gone away, and he's gone backward here. Totti, and here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Cambiasso has it out wide and in space. Cambiasso just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Beckham. And he was alert to it. And he's there to get it away. Totti, and they can counter here. And Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. Del Piero knocks it out wide.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Threads one in. Nunez. And he's intervened well there. Cambiasso. Chop. And that's that. Manchester United did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well,
And we
Peter,
come to
I
you now
really
with a
couldn't
quick
see what this
request for
team was
support
trying to
from our
achieve,
charity
whether
fund,
it's the
Shared
manager's
in
message not
Football.
getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.